Good evening. Here's our top stories. Linden mayor calls for central government to aid local government organs. A minibus driver was the victim of an unusual attempted robbery. Bartica has a new voice on the airwaves after the government commissions a brand new radio station. And internationally, we take a look at the political uncertainty around the world.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. One minibus driver is burning with anger after an attempted robbery over the weekend. Esther Sobers explains what unusual means the bandits used to attack their intended victim.
It may sound daunting, but one can argue that the Stabroek Market Square is a breeding ground for criminals. As previously reported, a police officer was recently robbed at the Stabroek Market Square by an armed bandit. But in tonight's story, the bandits are not using guns, but also the popular insect spray known as Boss. It was reported that a 4-5 route bus driver was attacked whilst he finished offloading passengers at the Stabroek Market Square on Saturday night at about 9 p.m. Two men attempted to rob the driver. The bus driver didn't want to appear on camera out of concern for his safety. However, a passenger who was in the front seat of the bus at the time of the ordeal explained what happened.
Yeah, as soon as we turn, before we meet them, we put off the passengers, and the conductor hand the driver some money. By the time the conductor hand the driver some money, the driver put the money in the pocket, the bus. Ups come one boy and the next one walking behind him. Come to the bus like if you know the driver and say, "What happened there, man?" With that, take out a bottle and spray the boss in the driver's face and start searching for the money. When he didn't find any money, he cuffed the driver, took off in his chest, and he speed away.
Though the bandits were unsuccessful in their robbery attempt on the bus driver, but the passenger noted that the bandits could have caused the driver to become a victim of a serious accident. And if that wasn't tragic enough, the bold bandits returned to the scene and attempted to render assistance to the bus driver.
He almost got in an accident due to that. Trying to get the bus away from the car, and people trying to help the driver to wash his face off with the boss that was burning his face. Couple minutes after, the same boys that sprayed the boss came back and asked him, "What happened, man? What happened? What happened?"
Commander-in-Chief Marlon Chapman, during his policing Christmas presentation, noted that from November 15th, persons can expect an increase in police presence around the city of Georgetown, prisons, banks, hotels, and places of business.
Thanks, Esther. Former Commissioner of the Guyana Elections Commission and Commissioner on the Commission of Inquiry into the Public Service, Ms. Sandra Valerie Jones, passed away last evening at the age of 71. Ms. Jones was born on July 15, 1946. Throughout her career, she was a consultant in human resources management. In 2016, she was awarded the Golden Arrow of Achievement and recognition of her long-time service in the field of management consultancy. In 2012, President Granger, who was then leader of the opposition, appointed her as commissioner to GCOM. In 2015, upon the establishment of the COI into the public service by the President, Ms. Jones was appointed as a commissioner. As recent as October, she served on the government's negotiation team for talks between the government and the Guyana Public Service Union for wages and salary increases for 2017. 95.1 FM is now the nation's newest radio station. Grace Hudson tells us of the grand commissioning that took place in Bartica over the weekend.
Radio Bartica 95.1 FM has recently joined the broadcasting community as part of this administration's goal for regional integration. The community radio stations aim to link indigenous communities with the coastline. They have been successful so far with the launch of 4 radio stations to date. The Bartica radio station is housed at the Bartica Learning Center and will provide local programming to the majority of residents in the Cuyuni-Mazaruni Region 7 area. The signal reaches as far as Upper Demerara, Upper Berbice, Region 10. President David Granger delivered the feature address at the commissioning and commended Prime Minister Nagamutu and his technical team for moving forward in the direction of establishing hinterland radio stations.
Today we open an important chapter in public information in Guyana. And in opening this chapter, we emphasize the significance of the region, not so much the central government, but the regional administration, and also the local and municipal administrations. We are interested in communicating with people where they live and work, and we have to be realistic. We fought hard for local government elections. Bartica people, boy. And when we speak of regionalism, we speak of a democratic process. We speak of empowerment at the local level. And March 2016 is not only something that we aimed at, but it's also a turning point in the development of this country. We have had the opportunity now to make villages into towns. Bartica, Lethem, Mabaruma are no longer villages. No Ganga Prasad will come and remove any town council again.
Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, Sidney Allicock, Minister within the Ministry of Natural Resources, Simona Brooms, Minister of Public Telecommunications, Catherine Hughes, and Minister within the Ministry of Finance, Jaipal Sharma, were also among the first guests to be interviewed in the studios of Radio Bartica. Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu officially welcomed Radio Bartica in his remarks.
Radio Bartica is now officially on the air. So I take this opportunity to say good morning, Greater Bartica. Good morning, Winnipiru, St. Mary's Quarry, Agatash, Dog Island, Dog Point, Falmouth, Rivers View.
Radio Bartica 95.1 FM is a collaboration between the government and GT&T. The telephone company's towers were used to mount the signals to allow the radio stations to broadcast. According to Dr. Rovin Deodat, coordinator of the radio project, 2 other stations in Aishalton and Oriello will be commissioned before year end. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Grace Hudson.
Thanks, Grace. In this report, Esther Sobers tells us how one man's side hustle landed him in prison.
Times are rough. As such, many persons these days have a second job to meet their financial obligations. At least, that was once man's ideal. However, Satifa Joseph's second job was an illegal one. Today, the 25-year-old construction worker was sentenced to 3 years in prison for 21 grams of marijuana by Magistrate Judy Lochman. Joseph had pleaded guilty to drug trafficking charge. Joseph confessed to the charge that on November 16th at America Street, Georgetown, he had 21 grams of cannabis in his possessions for the purpose of trafficking. Along with his 3-year jail sentence, Joseph was also fined $30,000. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up after the break, a beauty salon in South Rheinveld was robbed on Saturday, and Linden Mayor calls for a more supportive government on all levels. Stay with us.
Are you running out of ideas of what gift to buy? Scared of getting the wrong size or color or something they already have? Why not try a gift certificate from John Lewis Styles? Available in any dollar value and can be used towards clothing, shoes, and accessories. Let the person choose exactly what they want and they'll definitely be happy. Gift certificates can also be used as employee bonuses, sales incentives, and office gift exchanges. So try our gift certificates today. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Season's greetings from Kisu's Furniture Store.
Hey bro, what's up? Yeah, I just pulled up in front of clearance. I'm about to go check out the crazy Black Friday sale they're gonna be having. It's the grand Black Friday sale going down on clearance for one day only, Friday the 24th of November. Trust me, this sale is crazy. Ladies, on selected shoes, buy one pair, get two pairs free. Dresses, buy one, get one free. Tops, buy one, get two free. Not forgetting the guys also. Enjoy deals on Kenneco shoes and slippers. Buy one pair, get another pair free. Nike and Reebok sneakers. Buy one pair, get another pair free. Selected dress pants and shirts. Buy two, get one free. Remember, this sale happens for one day only, Friday the 24th of November. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Hairdressers at a South Rhineville beauty salon were left reeling after a brazen robbery over the weekend. Esther Sobers gives us the details.
On Saturday afternoon, the men didn't come looking for any of the services offered at the Ultimate Image unisex beauty salon. Rather, they came looking to steal. According to reports, two masked gunmen invaded the beauty salon located on Aubrey Barker Road. The bandits gained entry through the premises on the unsecured door at the southern side. They then pounced on a hairdresser, Charis Hazel, Pauline Swan, and Wanda Monday. The armed men relieved the women of over $100,000 in cash and other valuables. They made good of their escape through a manhole located on the southern side of the yard. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. Linden Mayor Corwin Holland is calling on officials on all levels to respect and support the development of local government organs. More in this report.
LGOs are important. Recognize that the autonomy and recognize that the powers vested in the local organs are authentic.
By allowing for local government elections for the first time in over 2 decades, the coalition government is often credited as returning local democracy back to Guyana. But this does not mean that the past 2 years have been without its fair share of hiccups.
You will find that difficulty would come where you'll have some errors and some falling down and some getting up and so on because of the absence of local government election for over 21 years or so.
President of the Guyana Association of Municipalities and Mayor of Linden, Corwin Holland, calls on central government to empower the local government organs, or LGOs, throughout the nation.
We're calling on government and other parties to help empower, strengthen, and to build the capacity of our municipalities so that we can function effectively.
Additionally, Mayor Holland offers advice for the central government on how to more effectively utilize LGOs for fairer and more efficient governance. Insert.
If we're pushing for bottom-up development, bottom-up leadership and management, no longer should we then think of instructions just sitting and passing from a cabinet or a ministerial office. That it comes from below, that policies designed for municipalities and for the local organs, they actually come from below. Come from below, filter into the regional system so that when the regional system is doing their planning and their mapping, budgeting, etc., it considers all that is prepared by the local organ. Then it goes to the regional, and then the regions come together. It's being fixed by central. And I think you'll have a perfect piece put together. And I must commend the David Granger administration for seeing that vision and for working towards that goal. My only thing is to call on each and every one to work in that direction to strengthen municipal governance.
Mayor Holland also charges town councilors and government officials alike to never lose sight of the gravity of the position they hold.
You're not elected to be served by the people, all right? And these are things we need to get at the back of our heads. At the end of a month, or any given month, a councillor should be able to say to anyone or its constituency what they have done for their constituency. If no councillor can't answer that question, they're really not doing their job.
This weekend, hundreds of people took to the streets to raise awareness of several causes. Our reporter Grace Hudson tells us about one such walk for diabetes awareness.
Representatives from various health institutions, associations, and non-government organizations assembled at the Square of Revolution Saturday morning to participate in a health walk to promote awareness of diabetes throughout Georgetown. Those present included the Guyana Diabetic Association, the Guyana Diabetic Care Project, the New Guyana Pharmaceutical Corporation, and the Lions Club of Bel Air. They participated in unison by wearing matching purple jerseys, carrying banners, and distributing flyers, which all bore the slogan of this year's World Diabetes theme, Women and Diabetes. Shortly after the walk, the groups gathered at the car park in front of Stabroek Market and kicked off the Big Blue Saturday health fair. The team met with hundreds of Guyanese whom they engaged with and delivered healthcare services, which aimed at ensuring diabetes is detected early and controlled. Some of the services offered were rehabilitation, mental health, and blood pressure and blood glucose testing. Persons were also provided with needed information to sustain a healthy life. Diabetes has grown increasingly over the years, and in addition, there's a new existing type of diabetes, which is known as type 3C diabetes, and is often misdiagnosed for type 2 diabetes. Early detection is vital to be able to manage all types of diabetes. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Grace Hudson.
Thanks, Grace. And across town, several groups organized for a walk against premature births. Here's more. World Prematurity Day was November 17th. In recognition of this, Help the Kids Guyana, in conjunction with the Georgetown Public Hospital and the Ministry of Public Health, hosted the walk to raise awareness for premature babies.
Prematurity is the leading cause of death in children under the age of 5 years. Right? So this is why you woke up early this morning to walk.
The walk, which started in the National Park, passed by 2 major Georgetown area hospitals before ending at the newly commissioned maternity ward at the GPHC. One of the coordinators of the event explained some of the causes for premature births.
Common causes are multiple pregnancies, infections, if the mother has diabetes or hypertension, and many times the cause is unknown. However, many times the woman would go into labor spontaneously and deliver. And then we have a preterm baby, and we want to do everything we can to help that baby survive.
According to the Ministry of Public Health, on average, the earliest viable premature birth is 28 weeks. It is hoped that by raising awareness and funding for research into premature births would help to reduce the incidences of premature births in Guyana. Coming up after the break, we have your international news and your 7-day weather forecast. Stay with us.
Season's greetings from Kisul's Furniture Store.
Are you running out of ideas of what gift to buy? Scared of getting the wrong size or color or something they already have? Why not try a gift certificate from John Lewis Styles? Available in any dollar value and can be used towards clothing, shoes, and accessories. Let the person choose exactly what they want and they'll definitely be happy. Gift certificates can also be used as employee bonuses, sales incentives, and office gift exchanges. So try our gift certificates today. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go. Thank you for staying with us. Today is a day full of political uncertainty throughout the world. BBC gives us a look at what happened over the weekend. In Zimbabwe, the ruling ZANU-PF party is set to begin impeachment proceedings against President Robert Mugabe. The announcement came after a Monday deadline for his resignation passed. One party member said President Mugabe could be removed as early as Wednesday. Here's more.
Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party says it's decided to launch impeachment proceedings against Robert Mugabe on Tuesday. The party has been meeting for a second day to discuss what to do with a man who's been their undisputed leader for 37 years. On Sunday, they dismissed him as head of the party, but when he appeared on TV that evening, he refused to resign. A senior party official, Paul Mangwana, has been speaking to reporters about what will happen next.
This should take a maximum of 2 days. We are expecting the motion to be moved tomorrow, the committee to be set up tomorrow, and hopefully by Wednesday, because the charges are so clear, we expect that by Wednesday we should be able to vote in Parliament.
He could be gone that soon?
What are
Yes.
the charges? What are the charges?
The main charge is that he has allowed his wife to usurp constitutional power when she has no right to run government. But she's insulting civil servants, the vice president, at public rallies. They are denigrating the army, and those are the charges. One of the major charges that he has refused to implement the constitution of Zimbabwe. Particularly, we had elections for the provincial councils, but up to now they've not been put into office. Thirdly, he's of advanced age, that he no longer has the physical capacity to run government.
Were you shocked by last night that he didn't resign?
Well, he's a stubborn man. He can hear the voices of the people, but he's refusing to listen.
Paul Mangwana there in Harare.
In Germany, Chancellor Angela Merkel is facing her biggest challenge in 12 years after the FDP pulled out of coalition talks. The parties involved in the talks are reported to be deeply divided over several key issues, thus opening the possibility of a runoff election in Germany.
Und jetzt müssen wir trotzdem mit den Tatsachen umgehen. Und die Tatsache heißt, dass wir keine Sondierungsgespräche erfolgreich abschließen konnten. Das bedeutet, dass ich morgen den Bundespräsidenten kontaktieren werde, ihn natürlich informieren werde über den Stand der Dinge und dass wir dann schauen müssen, wie sich die Dinge weiterentwickeln. Es ist ein Tag mindestens des tiefen Nachdenkens, wie es weitergeht in Deutschland, aber ich will Ihnen sagen, ich als Bundeskanzlerin, als geschäftsführende Bundeskanzlerin werde alles tun, dass dieses Land auch durch diese schwierigen Wochen gut geführt wird.
And in Lebanon, Prime Minister Saad Hariri has said he will return to Beirut in the coming days and will then clarify his shock decision to resign. He quit 2 weeks ago during a visit to Saudi Arabia, but President Michel Aoun refused to accept the resignation. Prime Minister Hariri is currently in France discussing the future of his nation and his tenure.
Now, the Lebanese Prime Minister Saad Hariri is in France, where he has confirmed that he will be going back home in the next few days. He travelled to Paris from Saudi Arabia, where he has been since handing in his resignation 2 weeks ago.
I'm going to Beirut in the next few days to celebrate Independence Day. When I'm there, I'll make known my political position after meeting with President Michel Aoun.
Here now is your 7-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this evening, the 20th day of November, 2017. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast. and tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for another installment of the news. On the behalf of our news and technical teams, I'm George Gonzalez, wishing you a wonderful Monday evening.